So today's video is going to be quite different, and I just felt led to turn the camera on and talk to you. For the past 2 weeks, I've chosen to turn off the news and truly focus on soaking in everything that's positive. What I've noticed is recently, and I'm speaking from myself, recently the negativity has grown out of hand. Waking up in the morning, listening to the news, going to work, or having conversations with people, and the new things that are happening today that are indirectly or directly affecting us are being discussed. We think about it, we ponder on it. Sometimes if you're in the workplace, there may be a television that's streaming the news throughout the day, and that just floods our minds and I believe that thoughts create things. Thoughts are one of the most powerful tools that we will ever have in our existence. So if we're thinking about war, if we're thinking about inflation and all of the tragedy that is happening, our mind is going to naturally drift to other negative thoughts. You're frustrated, you're tired, you don't like your coworkers, your job is not what you want, you don't feel educated. It just breeds more, and what you focus on grows. So I felt myself coming to a point where I needed to actively release as much negative energy, power, and thoughts as I possibly could. So I'll say about 2 weeks. It could be a little longer. I made the intention, the active intention, to eliminate as much negativity in my world, in my own personal world, as I possibly can. Does that mean that I'm just completely ignoring what is around me and what's happening? No, I do need to stay current with the news and what is happening. I listen to it and I move on. There are 3 things that I've been doing during my own personal time of purge, and I want to share those things with you. And if this is something that is of interest to you, we can go on this journey together, more on this channel. One of the things that I had to acknowledge was the thoughts. The thoughts, I don't want to ignore them, because if you ignore something, it's still there. You're just not paying attention to it, but it's right there. And as soon as you let your guard down, they'll be right there. So I needed to actively acknowledge the negative thoughts that I tell myself or that I receive from other news, from other people that get me to thinking negatively. I also had to tap into some negative thoughts that have just been a part of me from childhood, you know, the lessons and myths and things that I was taught as a child. Now, although I said this is 2 weeks, this has been something that I've been working on all of this year. But for the past 2 weeks, I have to go ahead and nip it in the bud, because I haven't been doing that. So with that, I acknowledged all of the thoughts. And what I found out was I've been bad to myself. I've been really neglecting myself. And I tend to tell myself things that I would be pissed if someone else were to tell me these things, or you know, doubt me like I've been doubting myself. So that was one thing I had to get into check, was acknowledging who the culprit really is. And the culprit was me. It wasn't a friend. It wasn't a colleague. It wasn't my husband. It was me. So in my self journey to eliminating some external tools or vehicles of negativity, I discovered that I had a big part in my negative thinking. So I have always been a fan of affirmations, and I do intentions, especially when I'm getting ready to do a big project or an event. I'll set intentions. But affirmations are a big part of me staying on course. I've found myself getting a little bit of anxiety at the thought of doing something or being in a particular environment. But with affirmations that I have memorized and can repeat, I start to feel and believe what I'm saying to myself. Just like the negative things that I was believing at one point, now I can start believing the positive things. And I have seen a change in me and also my environment, because I'm speaking those good things, I'm believing those good things, and I am expecting even more. And journaling and reading, just filling my spirit with, and I don't read all Christian books or faith-based books, but in the areas where I felt, I don't want to say inferior, but there's some things where I don't know how to do it. It's above me. So in order to overcome those things that may seem too big for you, I lean towards it and I learn. I've been reading, I've been watching videos, listening to some mentoring sessions that I have purchased over the years that I've just put to the side. I just made an active approach to feed myself with knowledge, with inspiration, and things that are going to ultimately benefit me and my family. So with me sharing this with you, I am encouraging you to seek the thoughts that are not serving you and write them down if you have to. And if it brings up some anxiety and emotion that is not comfortable for you, that's okay. You almost want it to get to that point. When you get sick and tired and when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll do something a little different. Although this is not a vlog, this is just me pouring my heart into my journey, and I know that I cannot be by myself. If this video only reaches one of you, it was the one that it was supposed to come to. So let's do this work together. Acknowledge those negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts are lies. It is not who you are. Those lies do not tell you what you can't do and what you're not capable of doing. I believe that there's so much more to you that the world needs to see. And when I say the world, it could be the entire world, or it can be the world within your city. It can be the world within your home or on your job. I encourage you to eliminate as much negativity as you possibly can, because no matter what we're hearing on the news, no matter what we're hearing in conversations around us, good is still here. Blessings and abundance is still upon us, and you are worthy to receive everything that the Creator, God, the universe has in store for you. So after you watch this video, if you haven't already started, go ahead and pull out some paper. Sit in a quiet room. Set your timer for 5 or 10 minutes and start to acknowledge the negative thoughts that you're willing to release. Friend, if you like this video and if you want me to share a little bit more about my journey that can possibly help the both of us, I want you to comment below, and then also like this video by giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to A Savvy Life. I pray the best for you today and many more. Let's do this journey together. Let's heal, let's grow, and let's be the best that we are intended to be. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.